Thank you, Chairman. I'm very pleased to be on this committee and pleased to be serving with you. Look forward to your leadership of the committee. This is actually the second hearing we've done since Chairman Pryor took over the chief responsibility for this committee, and we have worked together on other things before, and I look forward certainly to working with him and the other members of the committee to do what needs to be done and to do our best to get what needs to get done accomplished in the right way. Secretary Vilsack, Mr. Young, we're certainly glad that you're here today. I may have a couple of other comments before we get to the second panel, but I think I'll just restrict my comments right now to the overall view of what I think we need to be thinking about. Certainly, as the Chairman's already said, agriculture plays a critical role in our country. It's been an unbelievably competitive industry in exports as well as feeding the American people. In Missouri, agriculture is always considered the #1 driver of our economy, and in every state, agriculture is high on the list of things that make the economies of those states work. Challenges are out there. Last year, about 80% of agricultural land across America experienced drought. It was the most extensive drought since the 1950s. All 114 Missouri counties were declared a disaster area because of that drought, and many of them with such dry conditions that they ranked among the worst in the country. The effects of the drought have been far-reaching, particularly on the livestock industry, which is important in all of our states, and there's not the kind of robust risk management program in livestock like there is in crop insurance, particularly with the expiration of the livestock disaster program at in 2011. These producers really haven't had a safety net to rely on for almost 2 years. As a result, there's been a lot of liquidation of herds, resulting in the lowest number of U.S. cattle since 1952. Missouri's cattle herd declined by 300,000 last year, and of course that has lots of far-reaching consequences whenever young cows are sold off and don't become part of the replenishing crop of cattle and livestock. I've introduced legislation that would extend livestock disaster programs so that these producers receive some assistance. I hope we're able to discuss that today and after today. We all know the size of government's grown beyond its means, which is why we have to prioritize what we do. The President actually proposed a budget that is lower than the FY13 funding levels for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Most of this reduction, however, was a result of the administration's proposal to shift about $1.5 billion in funding for the Food for Peace program to the accounts that would be administered differently than Food for Peace under state and foreign ops. I actually think Food for Peace has been a cornerstone of America's humanitarian assistance since the mid-50s. It plays a vital role in linking the American farmer with the developing world, and it's the largest and most consistently supported food and agricultural development assistance program we provide. I think the polling would indicate it's the most popular of all the foreign assistance programs. I think there's I have what I believe to be a legitimate concern that the proposed changes are short-sighted. I hope we continue with Food for Peace and the more traditional view of Food for Peace, and I'm sure we can talk about that today as well. If you actually put Food for Peace back in the USDA budget, it's a little higher. There's a net increase over last year, and I would think that would be the right thing to see happen here. So I'm looking forward to your testimony. We look forward to a chance to ask questions and work with the Department, both in research and management. The fact that USDA has been able to work with the line-by-line budget changes without having to furlough employees says a lot about your management, Mr. Secretary, and again, I'm glad you're here and grateful to the chairman for leading this discussion and this hearing today.